Friendly greetings. Torley Linden is who I am. Right now, I'm going to show you, as I fly off this amazing pile of junk, I'm going to show you how to get texture info. Okay, so textures, everywhere you go in Second Life, you're going to see objects which have textures on them. That's what makes them look so interesting. Otherwise, it'd all be sort of blank and flat. Now, textures are always powers of 2 sizes, meaning, for example, 256, 512, smaller ones 128 pixels, and the smaller ones in general are quicker to load and use less memory. So the problem often is if you use a lot of big textures, a build such as this complex build may load very slow, and that's why you want to optimize. But however, it isn't so straightforward to find out what size a texture is by just looking at it, which is why I'm going to show you how to get that useful information. I've shown you in previous tips of the week how to go up to this client menu, right, and how to activate it. So this time around, you'll want to look into rendering. And you'll see right here that it says, haha, selected texture info, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Let me pull that out here, tear it off so it's nice and convenient. And now to use it, all you got to do is right click and edit any object. Now you won't actually be making changes to the object, you'll be inspecting it in a manner of speaking. So notice I've selected select texture, so I can click any single texture face. Now when I click this, selected texture info, which was a feature added by James Linden last year, thank you James. Notice right here, it says the name of the object that it belongs to and the size. And that's a pretty big texture. Generally, I recommend, if possible, unless you really need the detail, keep it under 512 by 512. And you see in the past, this is in my chat log, it prints it into the chat history, all the sizes of all these objects. So what it means here also is that alpha is a transparent one that you can see through, okay? And opaque means you can't see through it. Alpha ones can sometimes impose more of a performance hit because that's to calculate how it blends, especially if you have a lot of them layered. But let's go on and remember there is a shortcut here, Control-Alt-Shift-T, so you don't have to keep clicking that. In fact, let me just close that, and I'm just going to go ahead and click another texture face and use the Control-Alt-Shift-T, and again it prints it out. Okay, that's pretty standard. That's a reasonable one, I'd say. And you may wonder also, what does face 0 mean? Well, all objects, since they are 3-dimensional in Second Life, have faces. So if I create a new cube, oh my gosh, no build. That's unfortunate for me. Let's see if I can find somewhere I can build, which is right next door. Thank you graciously. I will create a new cube right here. Come on, make me a new cube. It froze. Come on. There we go. I should see new cube right here, and face 0 on this new cube is at the very top, which we'll see if I select the texture and Control-Alt-Shift. There, see, face 0, and if I select another one, it'll show a different face. Now what happens if I select the whole object so the whole thing is selected? Well, it'll tell me the textures for all those faces. So it has the same wood texture, which is 512 by 512 opaque on all faces, all 6 faces of the cube. And this of course applies, you can do it on your avatar as well if you want to find out your attachments. Let me see here. There's probably going to be a lot of complex data that comes flying out. Oh my gosh, there we go. So you see all these textures which were used to construct this very nice avatar. Thanks Kazuhiro Iridian, and thanks to Susie Prees for the antlers. Ooh, and you see I can do this on other avatars too. Hello there, Truth Seeker. He's got some pretty cool, or she's got some rather. Well, let me just select something else here, and then let me go there. Okay, got the staff. Hello, friendly greetings, and let me check out those textures. Oh, see, Silo's staff, and these are all the textures and their sizes. So if someone's loading really slow next to you and you see their textures are slow to res and they're gray or blurry, they may just have a lot of texture bandwidth. And so that wraps this up as I look at this crazy tentacle thing, and thank you graciously to D. Linden and all the dear Resis who suggested I do this as the tip of the week. Remember, just select any object, Control-Alt-Shift-T, T to get the texture info, or you can click select texture to get a precise face. It's as easy as that, and will hopefully give you more insight into why some things are loading slowly. And remember my general recommendation, you generally don't want to go above 512 pixels or something unless it really warrants that detail, and feel free to use smaller textures whenever possible. It's good for the economy. Thank you very much for watching the Second Life tip of the week. This has been and will be TuTOrial Linden. Bye bye for now.